Hey, good morning guys. Today we're gonna go out on an adventure. We're gonna talk a little bit about shoreline features, and I thought what better way to do that than to go out and actually take a look at one. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to flip this around. Let's see. If you guys look out, we're gonna paddle out to the point, Harbor Point. There it is. So you can see the point. You notice the water right next to the shore is really shiny, hardly a ripple on it. And the reason that is because the wind is coming out of the south, kind of southwest, which is typically where it comes from, out of the west or southwest. And so that whole area over there is protected. Not a lot of waves or wind, and you'll see that as we're paddling over there. Then if you can see past that, there's white caps and there's a lot of wind and waves out around the point. And we'll show you that as well. What happens is all that sediment is brought across basically the lake and any of the shallow waters that the water can pick it up, and it deposits it right on that point. And so you have a sandy bar area right over there, which is pretty interesting. And that's a lot of what we're going to be looking at this week when we start talking about the marine environment and also shoreline features. So hope you guys enjoy. Okay, now we're down by the water. It is a little breezy, some ripples on the water, and it's really cold out today. It's about 25, 26 degrees. It doesn't look like it, but we're gonna go and try to brave it. Go for a quick little cruise, and ooh, it looks like there's even ice building up over there. We'll try to take a picture of that. It was cold. Look at, there's ice forming right there. So if you remember back on the bluff, I was talking about all that shiny water. I know that sounds weird, but here's the shiny water. Very smooth, very protected. And this is important because this shows the other side of the feature, this little isthmus that we're talking about. So you can look up ahead there, right at the end of the point there, that little pine tree. The water's gonna get a lot more rough, and I'll try to poke my nose out there and show you guys that. Try not to flip over while holding the phone. So, all right, see how it goes. Okay, now we've made it to the point. As you can see, it's just sand everywhere, tons of sand all through. Just out there, the waves are really cranking. You can't really tell. They're probably 3.5 footers, which is pretty big from trough to crest. And what happens is they come cruising around that point, and the part of the wave closest to the point interacts with the water where the bottom of the sea floor, the lake floor, and it slows down. We talked a little bit about that. And as it slows down, it starts to curve in towards the point, which makes it almost hit the shore perpendicular. See how the waves are flowing into the shore right here, and then those waves are flowing from your right to left, and the waves right here are flowing left to right. The slowing down of the waves have almost turned them 180 degrees. It's pretty amazing, and that's what forms this very narrow isthmus. Pretty cool. Just about 100 yards later, we're right in it. I'm just gonna make this a quick one, and they're just getting bigger and bigger. Okay, guys, so now we're over by kind of just east of the point. You can see it right over there, and that's where we were just at. And like I was saying, the waves have really built up. You can kind of tell. And as we go further down, they get bigger and bigger, and they're kind of crashing up against the sea walls here. Now, I kept calling that an isthmus. Now, it's not really an isthmus, it's still a point. But if that same process continues to happen where the sediment is transported to the point, and it deposits right there over hundreds of thousands of years, that point will continue to grow and continue to grow, and probably veer off here to the east, and it'll end up in about a spot right about here, and it will seal itself off completely. And what will happen is this will end up being a lake, an inland lake, and it'll seal itself off from the rest of the bay. And then it would actually be called an isthmus. It would be a narrow strip of land connecting two larger pieces of land. And what it is now is still a point. So thinking further on down the line, a long time from now, that isthmus would, or that point would continue to grow, continue, and eventually end up over here someplace, somewhere along the coast. So I hope you enjoyed. Gosh, I'm getting wet. Have a good day.